What's up, Marvelous?
What's going on? News with Norbeez? So you want to bring up some of the topics that we're going to be talking about tonight, or
Well, you know what? One topic I did want to talk to you about because I know it's important to you. It's the one about the children. I know you've been speaking on what's been going on with the kids for a good minute.
yeah,
You've been speaking on it.
yeah. I think for those that didn't see that movie yet with Mel Gibson, what was it called again?
Sounds of Freedom.
Sounds of Freedom, right? You seen that?
Actually, no, I haven't seen it honestly, I haven't seen it because just like you, I've delved a lot into what's been happening throughout the years.
Right.
And then I kind of I know a lot more
Right.
than what that movie would show.
Right.
So I don't know. I probably might consider watching it later.
Yeah. I wanted to see it, but then again, I don't want to see it. You know, I think for me, I know basically mostly everything that goes on. A lot of people, I think that view these movies or they hear about child trafficking, they don't get the full understanding or the aspect of what's really going on with these kids. You know, it's not just child trafficking that's going on, or like, you know, what they do with the children. I'm not going to get into all that, but it's more than that. You know, there's a lot of evil stuff that's going on with the worshiping of their gods, what they do. What people know about that organ harvesting. I don't know if anybody's heard about that, but have you heard about the organ harvesting, bro? What they do after that?
Yeah, I think I think some organization got caught during when the Haiti I think it was a big hurricane that happened in Haiti.
Right.
And from what I've heard, heard and seen is that they caught a group that was actually harvesting like kids,
Right.
you know, organs.
Yeah. So they found a lot of internment camps too, bro, where they breed kids. They have people actually like breeders, bro, but they breed kids and they have them specifically raised for their organs, specifically.
I heard that they actually tricked the country by covering themselves up as some sort of like not like a Red Cross, but they went in there with the intention to help.
Exactly.
Where they in fact were actually harvesting people's organs.
Right. You know who got caught up in an indictment though was that nun, that famous nun that's known all over the world, bro.
Mother Teresa?
Yeah, Mother Teresa. She got caught up in that organ harvesting.
Wait, let me ask you, Mario. Do you believe that Fauci is his son?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. I believe that all these people that are in the higher ups, the higher echelon, I believe that they're related, homie.
They're all connected.
And it's because it always comes out at the end that they're all related.
Well, I mean, it's not coincident that all the presidents are like related, all except for one.
Right.
They're all related to each other.
Yeah. So getting back to you know, this sex trafficking and organ harvesting and stuff like that, the bigger thing is it's not like people can view these people, the people doing the dirty deeds, as maybe they're just bad people or whatever, or maybe they grew up, maybe they were molested when they were younger or whatever. But when you study since ancient times, it goes deeper than that. It has to do with rituals to their god and sacrificing to their god that they do. You know, a lot of our people don't believe in God, or they're atheists or whatever, but these people do. They believe in their god, and that's what they're sacrificing to. Like one of the main sacrifice rituals is to a god named Moloch. They sacrifice.
That name comes up a lot more.
Yeah, it comes out a lot, and people are barely awakening to it. You know, but bottom line, what I was gonna get to, my point, what I was gonna get to is that I think that all the new stuff that's coming out that people are viewing, and you're getting a chance to, you know, people are going, oh, you're woke, or now everybody's exposing this and exposing that. I think when it comes to social media and YouTube, I don't believe that there's anybody exposing anybody, because at the end of the day, the elite control all social media, YouTube, everything. They could screen it, ban everything. They have the algorithms to pick up certain words to block you, so you won't talk about it. So I don't believe that nobody's. I think it's all a propaganda and a part of an agenda to cause a mass, chaotic disruption in our people.
I think you're right, because from what I remember, there was actually a law to prevent media to be controlled by a small group,
Right.
where there were supposed to be like hundreds of different news outlets.
Yeah.
Got reduced to like 5.
Yeah.
And before, it was against the law to let that happen.
Right.
And then they changed the law
Right.
to be able to do that.
Yeah. Exactly. They like even the laws that they pass, bro. When they're standing outside of these supermarkets and whatever stores, and they're like, "Can you sign this petition to pass this law or whatever?" Those laws only get passed whether it's good or not. They only get passed for a little bit, and then the law changes again,
Yeah.
where it works against us. So so that's why I say the system. You can never fight the system as one single person or maybe getting a couple of signatures. You got to fight them as a whole people, like a whole nation of people have to rise up. And that's how things changed. Back in the days when people were going at it with the Roman Empire or the Greeks or the Celts, or a nation had to have an uprising to get these people out of there.
Well, I still believe the Roman Empire still exists.
Yeah, where do you believe the Roman Empire is?
It's here.
I believe it's here too.
It's here and it's
Yeah.
in Europe, but headquarters. I want to say headquarters is the Vatican.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't believe it's the Vatican, but I believe they play a big part. You know.
Definitely.
I told a story. Getting back to the trafficking shit. There was a girl that went missing. She was in Europe. And there was people that reached out to her that worked for the Vatican or in the Vatican, and they told one of the family members, "Hey, maybe you should look in this area. That we heard that there was something or so and so or whatever." They started digging right there, and it was right by the Vatican, bro.
Yeah.
And they found over 3,000 bones of a gang of children
Jeez.
and that all came to it. All got exposed, bro. That they were all sacrificial, children to their god.
They found that many.
They found that many, over 3,000.
Are you familiar with that? Are you familiar with that case that recently came out? Report where they found I think they found like a 14-year-old girl in Camp Pendleton.
Oh yeah.
You're familiar with that story?
that guy had brought that girl in. He said that she lied about her age or whatever. I don't, nobody knows the truth of what it is, but are we getting a call already? Oh, okay, go for it.
Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Mo from the North Bay.
Hey, what's up, Mo? How you doing, homie?
Hey, what's up? Marvelous. How you doing? How you doing, man?
I'm good, homie. How you doing, bro? Thank you for calling in, homie. Did you have a question?
Yeah, man. I was curious. Did you watch that movie, Sounds of Freedom?
You know what? I was just talking to Norbeez about it, bro. I haven't had a chance to view it. I want to watch it, but then again, I don't, bro. I mean, it's always good to know. You know what I mean? But all these stories that are being told, I was talking before we started taping right now, I have so many topics that I could talk about when it comes to that, and stories like they're talking about in that movie or they're showing people. I have actual videos, bro, of what they do, and I wish I could show you guys, but I don't want my channel taken.
Graphic, huh?
Yeah, I don't want my channel taken down before it even gets a chance to start. But yeah, I do want to watch it, homie. But what did you see it?
Yeah, I was gonna say one thing, but before I say that thing, since I seen Norbeez Taco Bell ass right there, Norbeez, did you watch the movie?
Did you watch the movie?
No.
Oh, he hasn't seen it yet, bro.
All right. Well, can I say something about the movie, before you guys watch it or anything like that?
No, go ahead, homie.
All right. So this movie, what? All right. I was listening. I'm not gonna lie. I was listening to the previous podcast that Norbeez did with 28, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what people misunderstood, which I misunderstood from it, is that this is actually not even based on a true story from the story that they're actually even telling you.
Oh, wow.
So those two kids, I did my whole research. There's no story behind those kids.
Yeah.
Like the main story about el niño y la niña, that this fool went to the jungle.
Yeah.
He even said it himself that he never went out there. So
Wow.
what kind of throws me off about this movie is that, yeah, I get it. Like a lot of people are saying, support this movie, support this and this. But little do people know is that even the guy that was in the main guy that the story's about or whatever, the cop or whatever, he even said it himself that most of those stories were fabricated. So I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, how are you guys gonna push this movie? The left and right?
Yeah.
The left say, oh, don't go watch this movie because it's really bad for you, da, da, da. And then the right people, no, go support this movie, da, 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 da. And then you do your own research. Little do you fucking know that those two kids that they're talking about, it's not even a fucking real story.
Yeah.
And that's what pisses me off. That they try to narrate that point that like, oh, this is based on a true story about these kids. Da, 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 da. It's based on a true story about what happens with kids, but the actual story that this fool went to the jungle and killed some fool, nah. That's all fucking Hollywood, and that's what pisses me off about these based upon true story movies. That what they should say is that it's inspired by true events. You know?
You're absolutely 100% right, homie. I believe.
And
I believe
instead of saying, oh, because like I'm not gonna lie, like I was all into this movie. I got fucking tickets. I bought, me and my girl went and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I told my girl, I was like, so what you think about the movie? And she's like, well, I mean, it's cool and everything. I'm like, it's cool and everything, but you know what? Nobody mentioned in this is that this fucking story about the two kids is not even real.
Wow.
Like the two main people that fuck the little kid and the little girl.
Yeah.
That's not even a true story, bro.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, when I speak on my stuff, I actually studied, homie. Like, I studied for years ancient Egyptian mythology. They call it mythology, but I know a lot of the stuff that they do in the sacrificing to Horus, the worship of Saturn, all the stuff that they do, the sacrificial offerings to Moloch, the whole birth of Tammuz, where they sacrifice to him. People ignorantly think is Jesus, that he was born in December 24th, which is not even his birth date. All that, bro. Like, I'm speaking on a. I'm not saying that I'm smarter than anybody, bro, because I'm not. But I'm read up on all this stuff that they're doing, homie. So when I see an agenda and propaganda, what they're pushing, I know it's a fact. It's a fact, and it always ends up happening that it comes out later on, years later. Oh, why they were doing this, or why they had people take shots, or why they did this, and it comes out way later, and we're just sitting back like, I told you so. I told you. I showed you that 10 years ago, homie. I showed you that we talked about that 5 years ago. You're barely waking up. Oh, well, because I didn't know I wasn't. No, because you were distracted. You weren't paying attention. You were too busy worried about a football game, a basketball game. You were doing something. You were at a party, whatever. You know what I mean? And it just sucks, and especially for our community, homie. We grow up out here. We got children that are missing. We don't have no neighborhood watch over here. We got to depend on each other to watch each other's kids. You know what I mean? Yep. And these days ain't nobody watching nobody. You got our kids.
Hell no.
Everybody's on their phone, homie. Everybody's distracted more than any time period in the world. People are distracted the most in this era.
Yeah, that's true.
It sucks.
No, that's for sure. But like that's the only thing I really wanted to say about the movie. Like it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong, it's a good ass movie. But like, what made me want to go watch the movie was like, okay, shit. Like, let me find out about these little kids. Little do I fucking know that the story's all made up.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, so what the fuck is true then? Like, you guys are trying to expose these pedophiles, but then you guys are like saying, oh well, this story about these little kids were. How is it that it's so perfect for Hollywood, but then at the end it's so fake? Like, the story's just fake, bro.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. To clarify, the guy that story was on, he actually spoke on it. He spoke on the movie by saying that because it's Hollywood, because it's
that most of it is fabricated, bro.
It's not that. It's just that they have to, just like we have to play YouTube rules, they have to play movie rules. Where if they start saying things like that,
look, at the same time, like. The way that you and Tony made it seem like, and I'm a big fan. I'm not like, but you guys made it seem like, oh my god, like this is it. And then when I went to go watch, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's real? What's not real? Because like, I did my research and I'm like, well, who the fuck are they talking about? Because like, apparently, like even the guy said it, bro. Like he said it himself. He's like, I never went out there to the jungle, and I get it. It's Hollywood and shit, but it's like.
Yeah.
All right, bro. So what's real? What's not? Because like you had half of the movie theater crying, but then later on you're coming out in an interview saying, "Oh well, you know what? That little kid, he wasn't even real."
Yeah.
Just to clarify, okay, where did you see that happen? Where did you hear him say that?
Bro, I went to the movie theater. I saw the movie.
Are you talking about the end credit?
No, no. He's asking about where you heard about the story. How it's saying it's fabricated. It's not a real, like, legitimate story. It's like,
dude, YouTube, like the main guy, he came out and said, "I get it, it's a good story, but we did have to fabricate a lot of it for Hollywood."
Are you talking about the actor or the one that actually did that?
No, all right, Jim Caviezel's actor.
Yeah, that's the
like
actor.
the guy that he portrayed.
Yes.
He said it himself that he never went out to the jungle or anything, bro. And that movie, it makes it seem like this motherfucker was really out there battling, but he said it was never even like that.
I think I'm gonna say you might have misinterpreted what he was trying to say.
Nah, bro, this fool really said that he never went out to the jungle. He never killed nobody. He didn't go out and search for the girl. He didn't search out for the boy. Bro, there's no boy and girl.
Well, here's the thing. As far as I know, he's gone on multiple interviews and described the actual story, what happened. That's why I'm a little confused which interview you saw where he said, "Oh, that never happened."
well,
unless this guy's lying, unless he's lying, bro. But like this fool literally went like on like the main platform, and he said that like the whole story is fabricated. Like, yeah, some of it's true, but majority of it is not true. And he said what's not true is that he never went out to the jungle.
Yeah. Well, we're just,
I mean, the only thing I could tell you is that for this movie,
But don't get me wrong, it's a good movie, but like a little too much tapatio, just like you put on your Taco Bell, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, as far as it's Diablo sauce, by the way.
Fuck Diablo sauce.
That bullshit.
But as far as I know, that story, from all the interviews I've seen him do, and the one I liked the most was the one he did with Jordan Peterson. I don't know if you're familiar with that person.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one I saw, and which I thought was really well made. You might want to check that one out. As far as for the movie, they had to say a lot of it's they had to say it was fabrication because they're not trying to put out.
But we don't have a lot of time.
No, what they're trying to tell you is that they tell you got to see the message within the movie. Don't.
Okay, check it out. No, I'm sorry to interrupt you, right? But why even say that it's fabricated? Why even bring that up? And then all of a sudden, all these theaters and they don't want to talk about it. Yeah. They don't want to post it. Then where's the truth at?
Here's the thing. Like I said,
that's what I'm saying. Marvelous, you get me, dog. Like, where's the truth? Where's the fucking truth?
It's politics. That's why it's always politics, and then they have to play by the rules of Hollywood. If they don't play by the rules of Hollywood, they don't get distributed. They don't get plays in the movie in the theaters.
Look, read between the lines. It was never even a Hollywood film to begin with because Hollywood didn't even want it.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. But
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and theaters have to accept it, but they all work by rules.
But look at the bottom line. The bottom line, whether people disagree or agree with it or not, the system is a system. Yeah. The system. Yeah. These certain people created the system, and it's not to help you in any way. You're not going to benefit from the system. You have to rise up against the system and create your own manifestation of whatever you're trying to accomplish. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they're going to show you whatever they want to show you. You know what I mean? And we just have to sit back and watch. That's why I say don't even worry about none of these fucking movies that are coming out or whatever they just found, whatever they found, or they just uncovered that we're 25 million years old, or whatever any news media outlet shows you. I don't believe none of it, homie. None of it. We literally, in today's time, we're the real newscasters.
Yes.
We're the ones with the real information. Yes. We're the ones living in poverty. Yeah. We're the ones eating all this GMO food. We're the ones having our kids fucking kidnapped. We're the ones going through it. So how do you fix that? We need to learn how to educate ourselves. We need to learn how to show our kids respect. We need to teach them everything and anything that we can possible, how to conduct themselves so they can live a more prosperous life.
Yes, sir.
You know, but with that, we also need to protect our children. And when I say our children, I don't mean just our seed, our literal bloodline. I mean our whole tribe. Our whole tribe. You know, that's where the whole term comes involved, where you say it takes a tribe to raise a child. Yeah, that's how it was. That's how it was. If a kid needs to be disciplined and is acting up in a market or whatever, go correct them. Correct the parents and tell them, hey, you know what? This is maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. I'm not telling you to go hit that kid or none of that shit. Even though maybe they need to get spanked or whatever. You know what I mean? Don't put your hands on another kid. But I'm saying, like, educate these people, and also with that comes constructive criticism. People need to learn how to listen. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, oh, you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me this and that. You know, and then you're right there arguing with an idiot, making yourself look like an idiot. You know, so constructive criticism, respect, and all that. But thank you for calling, homie. I really appreciate that, dog.
Same here, man. Appreciate you.
Did he hang up?
I think he did. Oh, I think he actually just closed off.
Oh, he didn't say nothing. That's why. Hey, my bad, homie. But thank you for calling in. I appreciate you.
It dropped him. It wasn't us.
Oh, okay. My bad, homeboy. But getting into the movie, right? They're doing.
Are we taking black callers?
You know what? I don't really care, dog. I'm not here to scan. Go. You go answer it, homie. We'll see how that goes.
Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from? Caller.
All right, that was the signal not to answer block calls. Then there you go. So, anyways, like we were talking about, we'll keep.
Yeah.
There's another call.
We actually had a few missed calls. Here comes another one.
All right, go for it.
Caller, your name, where are you calling from? Caller.
Hello?
Caller,
Hey,
your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Pedro. I'm calling from San Jose, California.
Pedro, San Jose.
What's up, Pedro?
Yeah, thanks. Yes, sir. So, man, just I want to ask you real quick, 2 quick questions. Marvelous. Referring to that, is Skull and Bones part of a Freemason, or is that a total different thing? And then, I don't know if you saw what the Island Boys did. The brothers, how they were doing some knockoff shit right after the picture of them being.
Yeah. That the first question, yes, they are a subset or initiation part. So like a fraternity, bro. That's initially what it would be called. They don't like to be called a fraternity. They conduct themselves as something deeper than that. I take it as the equivalent, like they act like they're like a mob type or whatever. Like everything is on the hush or whatever. You're not to talk about nothing. But yeah, it's all a subset into actually more higher than Masonry. Masonry, like people associate Masonry with Illuminati, but they're two different things. They're not the same thing. Illuminati is actually a bloodline of certain families that call themselves the illuminated ones, the enriched ones, and they keep.
I'm sorry to interject.
No, go ahead.
Isn't that what Lucifer was called also?
What?
The
The illuminated? Yeah, they call him
Illuminated
the
one?
light bearer.
The library.
Yeah, Lucifer, or they call him the morning star Polarius, that's not true. That's not Lucifer. That's not Polarius. When scriptures were stolen, and I'll say that they're stolen by Rome, and manipulated, they went and put everything upside down and backwards. Like the rainbow doesn't start with red, orange, yellow, and all that. It starts with purple, blue, green, orange, yellow, and red. And that's actually a representation of your chakra from your pineal gland that's connected to your 33 vertebrae.
Oh,
That's a true enlightenment of having your frequency and your chakra in tuned with this planet, not planet, planet. It's a frequency and dimension. You're able to in that, talking about that we're gonna get into frequency and all that, but that you're able to manifest more stuff into your life if you're structured correctly the way you're supposed to be structured. So that includes your eating, what you eat, what you consume, and also what you project or what you let into your life. Is what in tune is going to happen. So if you sit there and you say, you have a say you're depressed or something, you're literally manifesting destruction on every blood cell that's traveling inside your body, bro. And it's crazy. You know, I talked about this before, where you could take 2 of your blood cells out of your body, and if anybody has a microscope, I don't know how many people have a microscope, if anybody, or if anybody can borrow one.
A microscope?
Yeah, you could get a microscope, bro, and you could do it with water.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Or you could put two little drops of your blood on a little sheet, or even before you push the little tab down to smash it down, just put the little drop right there of water or blood, and you could you manifest either the destruction of that cell or goodness and a molecular structure, like you transform the blood cell, bro, into an intricate little design. It looks like a snowflake. It has little, like, nice, perfect little designs, you know? But it all changes on the frequency that's being emitted to it. So say you use a bad word towards that thing, that blood cell or that drop of water, and you say and this is the craziest thing, bro. You don't even have to say it. You could just think it and just look at it. And if you have bad intentions towards that cell or that person, and these are representations of people out here, you can manifest the demise of that person or yourself. You get me?
Damn. Caller?
He probably hung up, huh?
He's still there.
He's like, what the fuck is this fool talking about?
He's still in there. Caller.
Hey, you right here, homie? Can you hear me? All right, if you can hear me, my bad, dog. We can't hear you, so we gotta let you go, dog, because there's other people calling. But hey, thank you. I appreciate your call. I hope you understood, or I hope I articulated myself right. But thank you for calling, homeboy. I guess you didn't. Damn, what's up with your phone?
It's old, man.
Damn, dog. You need to update your shit. All right, but you get what I'm saying, Norbeez?
No, I totally.
Oh, your shit froze. Man, this guy's fired right now,
I
man.
need a new phone. Hey, anybody wants to donate for me to get another phone?
Somebody donate a phone. Somebody said put 2 cups and a string together.
Ciao.
But anyways, what do you think about what I'm talking about, Norbeez?
You know what? That kind of makes me think of that phrase, mind over matter.
Yeah.
Like that, but in this case, it would be like frequency over matter.
Yeah. So do you believe that if you have a good attitude and you go out in the day that you're gonna attract good energy?
Oh yeah. You know, the people say, you know, when you smile and you make other people smile, that's you transferring your like energy. That's good. That's good positive energy that you're sending out there.
Yup.
Okay, here we go.
All right, go for it.
Dang, this guy. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller.
That phone's probably fucked up, huh?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, that when they go through.
Yeah, if you can't get through, my apologies. Keep trying. Try again. We are getting calls though, huh?
Oh yeah, we are definitely getting calls.
All right. So what was the other thing that we were talking about?
I think just a lot of people are calling like right now.
All right, go for it. See if that one goes through. If not, I'm just gonna post my number so they could call me.
Caller, your name and where are you calling from? That says network error, no voice channel.
Oh, JEDI, we need to use your phone, homeboy. No, you wanna if it's not working, homie, I don't mind, dog. You can put my number up there. There it goes. Try to do it again.
Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
It's probably that app, huh?
It could be, or their calls are just not going through.
It's that old ass phone, homie.
It's possible.
All right.
My phone's a little bit outdated, but let's keep it going because we did get calls in.
Go for it.
Caller, your name, where are you calling from? Caller. I think it's because a lot of people are just calling at the same time.
But still, it should go through. One of them should go through. There's another one.
Caller, your name, where are you calling from? Caller.
It's that app, huh?
Let me see if it's.
My apologies.
Let me see if it's just because of the Wi-Fi. Hold on.
You want to use that one?
Let me try one more time before we try to switch over to another phone. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
It's that phone, dummy.
Caller.
I just sent a 4-digit activation code.
To who?
To where?
You know what? I'm gonna bust a Tony and I'm just gonna reset this thing.
My apologies once again. Norbeez is fired after this.
Where are my callers that say
For real, man.
Great job doing a bad job.
You see? It's that bad energy you brought to my pad, homeboy.
Ah, no way.
Get it together.
I'm telling you, man.
Stop eating that fucking meat in a package.
I just need a new little phone, a
All right.
Spare phone.
So, anyways, while we're waiting, what was the other thing we were talking about?
We're speaking on like I think I said frequency and good energy and
You got it?
and just
Go.
Sign in.
Sign in.
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about or the other movies. What about the other one that we were talking about that Mel Gibson was making? He's doing a part 2 to the Apocalypto.
Let me try this one more time before because I resetted it, and, just to see if it actually works.
All right, if you don't go through, you're really gonna be fired.
If it doesn't go through this time, then
Or I'm gonna let all the people watch you right now. I'm gonna hold you down while they jump you.
Damn.
They're probably heated. You know how long they've been waiting for me? They probably want to fuck me up.
I'm not gonna lie, they have been waiting for you.
Man,
For the marvelous hour.
they say you look buzzed right now. They're going off on the live.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm buzz, but
For real. Yeah, you know what? I agree. Mel Gibson does make good movies. But there's a lot of stuff that they don't show you, man, and they lie about, a lot of things. They talk about the Spaniards, how they came in peace, and no, they massacred a whole people when they came off the boat.
There we go.
Go for it.
Caller, your name, where are you calling from?
Did it go through?
No, I'm getting the same thing. Network error, no voice channel. Okay, well we're gonna move over to the.
What about that phone?
We're gonna switch over to a fancier phone. Let me see if this one goes through. Caller, your name, where are you calling from? Caller. Get at us, caller.
I wonder what it says when you call it.
I know, right?
Norbeez is gonna change phones right now. My bad.
Yeah, we're gonna switch phones because apparently this.
Hip Hop Dead is gonna take over.
Ew, I'm out.
Here, sign in, fool.
Okay, let me try one more time.
Sign in though. Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
It's me again, Mo from the North Bay.
Oh, there you go. What's cracking, homie? My bad, dog. If it hung up on you, that we're having technical difficulties right here with Norbeez's old ass phone. Look at this shit. Look at that case he's got.
For real, dude.
That's embarrassing, homie.
Look, man.
I mean, that's an iPhone SE.
I'm not gonna lie. This was my main question for you, Marvelous. That
Yeah.
I forgot to ask you in front of fucking Norbeez.
Yeah.
What you think about this Playboy's recent interview?
Who?
What you think about Norbeez's recent interview?
My recent interview
What
with
interview?
who?
The fucking Blockout podcast, man. What you think about that?
Who's that?
I wasn't on Blackout podcast.
Who's Blackout?
The ODM.
Hey, you heard Norbeez?
I know what you're talking about.
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
He's talking about ODM Light
Oh,
and Browns
now
podcast.
you know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
I didn't see it. What was it about or what?
I think I know what you're talking about. It. That wasn't me.
Yeah, I don't.
He's talking
I don't
about,
know.
He's talking about the two.
What you think about his interview?
The two.
I didn't even see it, homie.
I actually did not watch it. I didn't want the two gay guys, the gay
What
cholo
the
guys.
fuck? You're interviewing gay vatos?
No,
Oh,
man,
those
not
two gay,
me.
the ones that are always dancing on
Yes,
IG?
yes.
Oh,
the
hell
guy,
no.
The guy that
homie.
representing the Raiders.
You better go over there, dog. Go sit over there, homie.
No, that's not me. That's just.
I hope it's not.
That's not me. That's not me. I'm not skinny.
I know you're curious, dog.
Hey. So that was your question, caller.
Anyways, yeah, I didn't even see that interview, homie, so I don't even know if he did it. I don't know.
I don't know, but I think we lost him again.
All right. Hey, did the new one
It's
go answer?
anonymous.
Just answer it. See if it goes through.
All right. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
No, it's not gonna go through again.
Well,
Oh, there you go.
there you go.
Hello?
Fuck Blue Devil.
That what?
He said something about Blue Devil. Hello?
Yeah, fuck that fool.
Oh,
Like that?
You hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now.
Fuck you. Yeah.
Oh
You know who that is?
no! Well, oh, they hang up.
Oh, they hung up.
I
All right. Well, I
just-
guess they said what they had to say, but
Okay,
no more
text.
no more anonymous, homie.
No more anonymous.
Yeah, we don't need none of that shit.
Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Jay, South Texas.
Hey, what's up,
Oh,
Jay?
shit, Jay.
What's happening, homie?
What's up, Norv? What's up, Norv? What's up, Marvelous? How y'all doing, man?
What's up, man?
How's it going, homie?
Hey, it's going.
you're on your platform, bro. Hey, congrats on that shit, homie.
Hey, gracias.
Thanks, man. For real.
Appreciate you, homie. Hey, can you hear me? It sounds low, bro. Did you turn it down?
No.
I can't hear him. Hey, Jay, say something, homie, because we can't hear you right now, dog.
Speak to me.
But you know what? Throw that fucking phone away. That's garbage, homie.
Where's
your phone, Jedi?
We're gonna use Jedi's phone.
I'm gonna give out my number right now. Make a call. Here you go.
Caller, your name and where you calling from. No, are you answering it? Or no? Caller, your name, where you calling from? I feel bad for Jay because I know Jay had a good question coming
All that
along.
shit. Just hook up your phone, dog.
Unfortunately, my phone's a
This
little
is getting
outdated.
this is getting me frustrated.
Caller, your name and where you calling from?
I'm just gonna start reading these comments. I don't give a shit.
Handle.
All right, go for it.
Sign in, bro.
Get it, Norbeez. All right, while he's getting it, if you guys posted questions on the live, then I'm gonna go ahead and read some of them, whatever ones I see, you know. Okay, who's that loca? I don't know. I'm guessing that person that you heard call in right now saying fuck that, whoever that fool was.
Anthony.
But let me see. Norbeez sabotage. Hey, you are sabotaging
She was
me.
mad though. She was. I really wanted to ask her why she's so mad about it.
Did you know who she was talking about?
Blue Dot.
Yeah, you know who that is? I think it's a podcast, right?
Yeah, that's something about the South.
Yeah, he does reactions. I don't know. I don't like all that reaction shit. You know what I mean? People who have those reaction podcasts and they ask people if they think they're not speaking on anybody specific, but when somebody gives their opinion on social media, I think they get the assumption that they're the voice of the people or they're the ones that have, you know, they should get the majority vote on what their opinion is or what they think about people or other people's videos or shit like that. And I don't believe that, you know. That's only that one person, because in the comments you see everybody agreeing with them and oh my god, yeah, that's right, keep putting on for the raza and that's right, that's how we do it. Like, and at the end of the day, they're not that person. You know what I mean? The only person that is real are the people out here really doing shit, you know, and not in front of no camera either. You know what I mean? But anyways, Morbeez, you got that working or what?
We're getting there. 2 more minutes.
All right. Hey, Jedi, did you get a chance to check out that movie? Not yet.
I saw the Flash though.
All right. You seen the Apocalypto, right? What do you think about that movie? Good movie.
I cried.
What the hell? Did you really? Hell no. I know Norbeez was probably in the back crying. You got it? All right. We're gonna get it right now. My bad. Norbeez, or no, Marvelous. What do you think? What does it say? Corporate will buy California. I don't understand what you mean. If corporate will buy California, the United States is already a corporation. Every state is literally owned, or literally owned. So I don't think that any specific state is actually like a free state. You know, we might have different laws or whatever, but the agenda's the same. It don't really matter. You know, I think that even some of the reservations that you know, they have their own policing or whatever. You know, it's a matter of time before they go back at it with the government over their land. That they're gonna have to fight over the land again. I already know it.
Well, let me ask you, Marvel. Do you think we should consider investing in lands outside the U.S., like Mexico, Central America, South America?
Investing
in getting land out there.
On a very blunt answer, I don't believe when you purchase land, and especially in Mexico, that you don't own that land, bro. The government can come and seize that land and make up any law that will abolish what you think that you own.
Actually, if I could clarify, in Mexico, there's actually a law, something about
What?
something about costumbres.
Uh-huh.
It basically says that the federal government can't go inside. They can't go inside
Inside your territory.
pueblos, inside the pueblos,
Okay, and why not though?
because it's against the law.
Against the law. But if they want to assume that a cartel is running that pueblo, they're gonna seize it, right?
Yeah, they could technically send a military, but like let's say the one thing that Mexico has a problem with growing is that they have too much mountain, and they have the people there have a ton of advantage against the military.
I don't believe that to be true. Sorry to
No.
but I believe that it's because certain people within the government are corrupt as shit.
Oh, that's
That's
definitely
why.
true.
Yeah, I don't think
Definitely
any you could be on the smallest island in the world and run a perfect civilization.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, if you didn't have the manipulation of money and the manipulation of politics, you just lived off your morals and respect and all that like we used to be. I believe it could be a somewhat of a perfect society. I don't know what everybody else thinks about that, but I don't believe in no form of politics at all within the government. And I don't believe that we're going to be able to own any land. People get happy every day that they just paid off their home, but do they own the land that the home is on? No, they don't. Or that they paid off their car. Do they really, can they drive that car on the land? No. Did you get that phone fixed?
I gotta connect to.
All right, we're connecting the Bluetooth to the new phone, JEDI. So thank JEDI for it. Let me see one of the other ones. Hey, Chupa says, why this fool always got a bandana on? If you haven't been paying attention, Chupa. I was gonna say something else with it, but I've already explained it. Let me see. Let me get to a question right here. You got a bunch of people clowning each other on here. Hey, the live chat's like a whole party line, huh?
Somebody says name 5 herbs that we should consume on a daily basis. Vegetables or herbs.
Well, I think basically in the morning to have a good diet, I think you need to cut down your intake on consumption. If you're not like into like bodybuilding and all that shit, we should only be eating one meal a day. And I think our breakfast should literally be a warm tea or pure alkaline water it has to be from a real
Should
stream.
be good to go now. Let me
Not none of the bottled water. That's purely acidic water that's bottled in plastic. If you are gonna buy water that's bottled, make sure you buy water that's in glass bottles. You're gonna pay more, but that's what they want you to do. They want you to pay to live.
I use mota.
You use mota?
I use mota herbs.
Oh, and people ask about bud too. The organic bud, and I'm saying this too. That does help you. It does help you. But it has to be organic bud that you're growing, not sprayed with all these chemicals and all the shit that they spray. The big bud plants that they do have are sprayed with the chemical called atrazine. I've already said what atrazine does to the human body. It's very detrimental to us. But yeah, all the other stuff like potatoes, corn, those are all hybrids. That's not real food. At least what we're supposed to be eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody's online?
Yeah. Oh, caller.
Hello.
Your name? Where you calling from?
What's up? This is Joey from Santa Maria. What's up, Daniel and Norbert?
What's up, Joey? How you doing?
Make that fool do something. Fuck up the phone after the podcast.
Man, Norbeez, man.
But,
this guy's sabotaging me, homie.
I got a really old
Yeah,
phone that I was using to make these calls. My bad. Apologies to everyone.
trying to block you.
Huh,
Anyways, I had two questions. First one is, where do you get the moss from? The wild moss. And then the second question is, that's an easy question, but the second question is, how do you feel about the Japanese guys over there in Japan, like trying to be Chicano, like sporting the Mexican flag and all the trying to dress like homies? Like, what do you think about that?
Okay.
Personally, I kind of like fools are like, oh, that's tight, but I think it's lame. they never fought for that flag to be sporting for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
They never endured the racism and the hardships of growing up Chicano in the U.S. You know?
Right. Right. The first question. I have a personal friend. He's actually a grower and actually knows multiple grows that I get my sea moss from. I actually get the purple one. There's two types of sea moss. There's a regular blend that's it's all like it's like tan. It does actually look like the color of seaweed. And then there's a purple one, you know, like a purple bud or whatever. It has a purple tint to it. That actually a little bit more better if you can get the organic one. I know there's hundreds of people selling sea moss right now, and I always tell I won't. I wouldn't know which sea moss or to defer which one is real from the other unless I'm there in person. But a layman's ways to explain it would be the real sea moss is like fideo. It's like really thin, and it actually has like if you wash it, you're supposed to clean it overnight and really clean it well because there's sand particles and whatever else. I mean, it comes from the ocean. You know, it sets on the rock in the ocean.
Yeah.
But you got to clean it real well. And some of the other one, it doesn't smell like nothing. It doesn't smell like the ocean. The one that's fake, it doesn't have no sand and it's real thick. Like it looks thick, and people think that you know that the thicker moss is better, but it's really not. It's not real. You know what I mean? So when they're boiling it, it's melting down like the real one, but what they're consuming isn't nothing healthy for them, for their body. So yeah, I have my
I
go for it, bro. What are you saying?
I listen to all what they. What I'm trying to do is get your connect, homie. Nah.
Oh, okay.
I listen to.
Hey, no, he shoots it out to people. He'll mail it out to you, bro. But I don't trust nothing in the mail, you know, especially like food. If they're gonna be delivering food, you know what I mean. And you don't want it to get bad, especially because it's summertime. So, but I'll send you.
Yeah, well, check this out.
Yeah.
I messaged you through Instagram on Mahina's Instagram. I don't know if you just got so many messages, but I was waiting for you to reply.
Oh.
And I was like, fuck, I'm just going to call him, see what's up.
Yeah, hey, my bad. Yeah.
All right.
A lot of messages go to the spam list, homie, but my bad and my apologies if I didn't get to you, you know?
Yeah, I'll message you again after this.
Yeah. On the other note, talking about not just Japanese, but, you know, the Filipinos and Vietnam, they have a big movement, Chicano movement. A lot of other ethnicities are rocking Chicano, you know? And you know what? At the end of the day, I think it is all love. You know, it's cool. They like the way we rock with each other, or what they assumed how we are with each other. And one of the biggest things that in our cultura, our people, is our respect. You know, we demand respect. We don't just go, oh, you know, if you want to respect me, no, we demand that shit. When you come to our pad, when you talk to our, if you talk to our girl, or maybe the way you're conducting yourself around our kids, we're that people that we demand that. You know what I mean? And I know it's strong in our cultura, especially, you know, when you, I mean, I'm not here to talk about jail or none of that shit, but, you know, especially when you get incarcerated or whatever, there's a certain level of respect that our ethnicity, you know, how we conduct ourselves, you know. And it comes from the way we were raised, you know what I mean? How you talk to your mom and all this and that, and it's understandable for them to like that and gravitate towards that or think it's cool. But the other thing is, you are right. They don't know about our struggle. They don't know about police brutality, you know. When it comes to us being over here, I'm sure they have a lot of stuff that goes on over there with their police department and the way, you know, they live in poverty, and that's cool, you know. I mean, not cool, but I mean, that's maybe they should gravitate towards their ethnicity and expose the wrongdoings in their community before they start to love another ethnicity's community. You know what I mean? So I get that part.
Hell yeah.
As far as the struggle, they still have their land. We don't. We live here, but we're living on our land that's stolen. You know, blood has been shed right here. And it's been for decades and centuries, and we've lost millions and millions and millions of families that could have been here with us. You know, poisoned, killed,
you know,
hung on trees. Go ahead, homie. My bad.
No. So, you know, and they embrace our culture and all that, and they want to, and I get what you're saying, but like, we don't. Look, I know you've heard this song when you were growing up little. Us as Mexicans were taught, Chino Japonés, that what
Yeah.
like we weren't trying to embrace other cultures, like we were our own. And I'm not saying that to talk shit, but
That's pretty fucked up, though. That phrase.
you know what I'm saying though. So why
Come
would you?
caca, no me des.
Why
Yeah.
would you want to? Yeah, why would you want to embrace our culture when our culture is what it is? Like, I'm not saying it was right. I didn't make up that song. I was taught it as
Yeah.
a Chicano.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that. But another thing is, okay, look, there's Chicano culture, right? But they're also embracing the gangster culture. It's like stolen valor. Like they want to dress like the cholos that grew up in the 90s. Look, there's a difference between Chicano culture and gangster culture, and they're saying, "Oh, we want to embrace the Chicano culture and take along the gang culture as well." Those are two different things. Recently, when COVID hit, me and my chick and my in-laws from LA, we went to Santa Fe Springs, and we were tripping out because we all grew up in the 90s,
Yeah.
and we seen a bunch of little kids, like young kids, and they're Chicano, but they were dressing like homies.
Yeah.
We were tripping out. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And it's all good, but I mean, it's a lot of like it's the same thing. Like you had to put in work. If you were gonna dress like that, you were putting your life in danger.
Exactly.
Now you go to car shows and you see all these. I mean, I don't know. It's just a bunch of stolen culture,
Yeah,
even from our own. Like
You know what? You're right. But the thing is, how do you fix that? If that's even a goal that you want to throw into the mix of this, we need a goal for that. We need to fix that. If our kids are gonna dress like that, you need to literally sit all these kids down. And when I say kids, I mean I call 25-year-old kids. And that's no disrespect, but
Yeah.
man, I look at my age now, and as much as I thought I knew back then, I didn't know shit. I didn't know nothing. I may have been educated in the street or whatever, but I went through so many fathoms of knowledge on educating myself on what I thought I knew. And when I hit 25, when I hit 30, when I hit 35, man, I knew so much more than what I did as a younger. And I think the only way we see ourselves growing is when we see younger kids that used to act like us. And then we start to correct our ways and change our ways. So I think like, yeah, homie, I think that we just need to educate our kids more. You know what I mean? Our kids today, they don't know about struggle. They don't know about, not having any food on the table. Our parents are giving their kids whatever they want, buying them clothes, whatever they want. They got Jordans every fucking day of the week. They got the newest cell phones, the newest earpods, all that. You know what I mean? But yeah, the how we change it is just to educate our kids, and show them morals. Hey, you know what, mija or mijo? I used to dress like that, but this is what happened when I did dress like that. Or I was actually involved in something, or we wore this color because it represented something. You're wearing it just because you think it's cool. And maybe you shouldn't do that.
yeah.
Yeah, but hey, thank you for calling in, homie. I appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I love
All right.
Japan.
Hey, shout out to my brother, the big fan.
All right. Hey, what are their names?
All right.
I was gonna shout them out. I said, what are their names? I was gonna shout them out right now.
Oh, Jesse and Vanessa.
Hey, thank you, Jesse and Vanessa, for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Hell
All my respect. Thank you, homie. All right.
I like anime. Have you ever watched anime?
Who?
Anime. It's Japanese
Nah.
cartoons.
I don't watch that shit, bro.
I love that shit.
Okay, we got another caller real quick. Hi, how you doing? What's your name and where you calling from?
What's going on? This is Jay, the Ink Plug, calling from Phoenix, AZ.
What's up, Jay? Shout out to Phoenix.
Yes, sir. What's good, Marvelous? Just wanted to tap in with you, dog, and show you some love. I've been watching you online, from Instagram, YouTube, seeing you pop up on shit. So it's dope to see you doing the podcast and talking more, giving more knowledge and whatnot.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro. Really, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Stay up. And I'll be watching you do tattoos, too, bro. I do tats. So, I'll be trying to pick up game from everywhere, and you be putting out knowledge with the cultura and all that, dog. So big up. Stay up.
Hey, I appreciate that, homie. You have a good one, dog. Thank you.
Hells yeah.
All right.
That's dope. Yeah, but I don't know. What do you think about the other cultures when you see? Do you have them on IG? Like I see a lot of cultures like low riding now and all that.
Yeah, you know what?
Hold that thought. We got another call.
All right, holding.
I always wanted to do that. All right. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello, this is Bug from LA, homie.
Hey, what's up, homie? Can you please turn your TV down or your
Hold on.
you have an echo, dog. My bad.
Hello, you can hear me?
All right, yeah. What's cracking, homie?
Is this Marvelous right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wanted to know what you think about. I'm a I'm an African American homie, but you feel me? I went to school on the east side. I went to school at Garfield, right?
Right.
I went to school at Garfield. I went to school at Griffith. I went to school over there, and that shit was tough. You know, that shit. This is like early 2000s, probably like late 90s, early 2000s. It was kind of tough.
Right.
I went over there recently. It wasn't no African Americans when I was over there.
Right.
I went over there recently. Fuck, I seen black people everywhere. It was like different. I had never seen that
Yeah.
when I was over there. You feel me? So what I was wondering is it changing that much on the East, or is it just sprinkles of blacks coming to East LA now?
You know what? You're absolutely right. Back in my days when I was in school over here, there was it was like a shocking thing to see a black dude walking down the street.
Yeah.
And even a white guy. White guys didn't walk around nowhere either, you know? The only people that you did see with us or other ethnicity were Asian. And that was like because of Monterey Park.
No, like not to cut you, I remember like JB and Earl and the Maravilla Projects. Like I remember those guys because I'm from South Central.
Yeah.
When I was getting bussed over there.
Yeah.
So when I was getting bussed over there, I had to fight, homie. I used to take the 18, jump off on Whittier and Atlantic, walk to Garfield.
Yeah.
Jump off in front of the Skechers.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as racial as people made it seem to be. And I'm 36.
Right.
So when I was over there, it seemed like when I was in East LA, they more embraced me. They was cool with it.
Yeah.
But when I went to Roosevelt, it was more a problem.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like Garfield was cool. It
Yeah.
was like, damn, all right. It was like 3 blacks. It was cool. But when you went to like Boyle Heights, it was more fucked up.
Yeah.
But I just went over there and I'm eating and I'm chilling. And I'm like, damn, every corner, dog. I'm on like Laverne. I'm on Whittier and I'm everywhere and I'm seeing it and I'm seeing blacks. I'm like, damn, I was over there in the late 90s, early 2000s. I didn't see shit. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
that shit is becoming more like, I feel like more people are just moving over there now. And it doesn't seem bad. Like, I didn't get no bad looks. I didn't hear nobody disrespect nobody. It was just like friendly, you know, like,
Yeah.
and you know, don't get it twisted. Like, East LA is a beautiful town, homie. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like, that shit's pretty when it's taken care of, you know?
Yeah.
But I just wanted to know what you thought about the change in the diversity of what's going on the East. Does it bother you, or is it like cool with you? You feel me?
At the end of the day, it doesn't really bother me. I think in a when I was younger, I ain't gonna lie, it bothered me. It bothered me a lot, you know.
Yeah.
I was so into my barrio, my neighborhood, that, you know, I didn't want nobody just planting their seed over here or planting their flag or attempting to plant their flag, homie. So I was on it. If you were black or you look like you're from a gang or you wore your laces a certain way, you had your belt hanging down, homie, I'm gonna have you lift up your shirt and bang on you, you know, until I'm gonna make you lie to me and tell me because I want to take flight on you. I was just a dumb, ignorant. I was ignorant, homie. You know. But today I think it's.
But that's everywhere. Though,
yeah.
You know?
For me, I don't know if I'll be able to answer that question like on my mindset right now because on how I've educated myself. You know, now when I look at it, and just from my standpoint right now, homie, black and brown, I don't see a difference when it comes to the shit that we've been through. If you want to talk about slavery, if you want to talk about us being hung from trees, the same thing happened to us. The same exact thing, homie, you know? But I think that
one last thing, Marvin.
Oh yeah, go ahead, homie.
What I did trip out on me is when I went to school over there, Mexicans didn't say the N-word, homie, at all.
Oh, right.
I went over there, homie. I got banged on multiple times, and all 3 people said the N-word.
Hey, nigga, where you? And I'm like, damn, like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah,
This shit is changing so much to where you would have got your ass whooped in the late 90s using that word over
Yeah.
there, homie.
yeah,
You feel me? Like, it wasn't that popular to use it in common, but now it's like, it doesn't bother me, but I knew it bothered them over there. You feel me? I was like, damn, this is being used like so frequently over there now.
Right.
Like it's crazy, bro. A lot changed over there, you know?
Well, that word became a trend, homie. It became a trend. It was never supposed
Yeah,
to become a
that shit
trend,
did
you know?
become a trend, homie.
Yeah, it's like everybody thinking they're a rapper.
But yeah,
Everybody and their mom raps now, homie.
Yup.
Like get out of here.
nah, you right. I tap in with you a lot, homie. And, you know, I always try to support and stay in touch with y'all and shit like that, you know, because I was one of the only few blacks coming from South Central going to East LA. You feel me? So I went to Griffith, I went to Garfield. I had to have faith over there. I grew up with a lot of your homies from your hood, you know, so
Yeah.
I never had no real problems over there, but I did respect and not call a motherfucker that word or disrespect certain people over there because I knew what it was. You heard me?
Right.
But when I went over there recently, it was just so different. I'm like, damn, dog, the culture is changing so much over there.
Yeah.
And it's like all my Mexican homies, I'm teaching my daughter's half me. I'm teaching her Spanish. I go over there. None of my Mexican homie kids even know Spanish no more.
Yeah.
That shit is like,
Yeah.
they nah, real shit. They
Yeah.
telling me, why are we gonna teach our kids Spanish? And
Yeah.
in 10 years, 20 years, no one's gonna know it no more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it don't matter. That's their first fucking language.
Yeah.
You know, you should know that, homie. There ain't no more Mexican kids being named Jose, Mario, Maria, Estela. None of this shit. These names are like Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard me? Like,
Yeah.
shit is changing, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
you got new generations in there now.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, homie.
But did you enforce it on your kids to learn Spanish and shit?
I didn't enforce it on them because it wasn't enforced on me. But
Mm-hmm.
I do see the benefit in knowing Spanish or any other language. You know what I mean? I mean, Spanish and English are the two dominant. You know, but if you could learn anything, whether it's a language or not, homie, learn that shit. You know, I used to tell my kid,
Mandarin, anything.
Yeah,
Mandarin,
I used to
there it
tell
is.
my kids, you know, or I tell other people to do it with their kids, homie. Tell your kids, show me one thing this week that you learned, and when we all sit down at the table, I want you to tell me one thing, you to tell me one thing, and educate each other like that. You know what I mean? Instead of being on your damn phone.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, but hey, I
All right,
appreciate you
Marvin,
calling,
tell me
homie.
what-
Thank you for your love and support,
Nice
dog.
chopping it up with you, my boy.
For real, you have a good one, homie.
You too, man. Have a good one, man.
Same
Hey.
to you, bro.
All right.
Fun fact: the most famous black person from the East Side, Boyle Heights, is Will I Am from Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's where he grew up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take the other caller right now. Hi, how you doing? This is Marvelous and Norbeez. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up? My name is Robert. I'm calling from San Diego.
Oh, what's cracking, homie?
Dude.
Not much, just chilling. No, I just want to go back to the topic of the movie that the first caller was talking about. And in reality, I know he was getting real picky about whether it's true or not, but in my opinion, it's always about the message. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I seen you trying to say that because in reality, for like a week, it was a top seller in the box office. You know, we can leave the semantics for later, but I mean, we got a good thing going with, you know, with everything that's happening, the news actually talking about these elites and stuff that's been happening for years, and you know, it's kind of coming out to light now. So, you know, in my opinion, it's just we just got to go with the movement and just make sure you're paying attention and give likes and subscribe to those type of topics. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah. I think a big message that people need to pay attention to is beware of your surrounding. Beware of your surrounding or somebody trying to manipulate their way into your family. You know, I did a video. They took it down off my Instagram, but I did a video. There were several times where when my kids were little babies, I would go take take them shopping, like at Target or Walmart or whatever. And I always remember there was like 3 times, bro, when there was it was one man one time and the other ones were 2 women, and they came up to me and they were talking about how beautiful my kids were, and I should put them in Disney. They work with the Disney and all this and that, and they wanted to get together to do a photo shoot of my kids, and something about them and the way they were conducting themselves seemed off. You know, like this is the way it starts. You know, and I said, you know, thank you, but no thank you. And they kept trying to push this to talk to me and to get to my kids and like, oh yeah, your child looks just right, and we're looking for this one right now, and you know you could have you know, I could help you, I could do this, you don't have to pay for nothing, and you know I believe that's the way it starts, bro. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, another question I got for you. I know you said you don't really like politics, or is it because you don't like paying attention to it, or what's the? I mean, it's kind of a personal question. You don't got to answer if you don't want to.
No, yeah.
Like what's your whole?
Well,
yeah, it's just because you're starting to get a big platform. That's why I'm just trying to wrap my hand around.
Politics.
You know, you're,
go for it, bro. My bad.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so politics, I pay attention to it. I do. I pay attention to all the arguments.
Yeah.
I pay attention to the elections and what they're doing, the new laws that they're passing or the ones that they don't pass, all the little petitions that they're asking people to sign. You know, I look out and I pay attention to what are they asking, what is their end goal, you know, what communities are they directing their questions to, or whatever.
Yeah.
And for all these years, homie, I've been alive since Reagan was in office, you know. And I used to go with my grandfather to all these. He was involved in, you know, with the commissioner's office in downtown Los Angeles. You know, he was involved in all that stuff with the mayor, and he used to do a lot of stuff. He was a general contractor, so I met a lot of people through him. They had a lot of people from downtown. He worked for them. You know, he built apartment complexes for them, homes for them. You know, so I got to meet a lot of people with him when I was younger. I didn't understand it back then, but growing up all those years and these decades that now I'm at my age that I am, the agenda has always been the same. We've always yelled and screamed about what we wanted. We've always, you know, it always seemed like things were going to get better. But at the end of the day, nothing ever got better, homie. And I'm 41 years old. Nothing has ever changed in our community. We're still in poverty. And even knowing more now that I know, like what they're selling in our supermarkets, the food that we're eating, all this shit that we're consuming is bad for us, homie, like bad, you know. So where do we think that we're gonna get involved in politics someday and rise up as a nation? Nobody ever did that. Nobody. The only people that accomplished anything are the ones that rise up as a whole nation together and said, you know what, that's it. We're gonna stop this shit, or we're going to war. And I think it's time not to say nothing like, you know, that I'm promoting anything, but it's that time, homie. It's been that time. You know, we need to rise up.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
We need to rise up. Your politics, that's it, homie. They're out the window. All those promises you made, all the stuff, the reparations that you're promising, all that. This is stolen land, homie. You know?
Yeah, I agree. What?
No, go for it, bro. Or go ahead, Norbeez.
No.
In my opinion, one of the reasons that we don't get any traction is because you're right. We are just yelling in the streets, but we have no positions of power. So without positions of power, we really can't do much. And to say that I think we're still in poverty, I mean, yeah, a good amount of us are, but if you want to look at it from the Latino aspect, we got our GDP is bigger than most countries. I mean, Mexico is not that bad. I think Mexico is like 10th on the list from all the other countries. So to say that, like, we have, I mean, the only thing is I think the best way we can start rising without any, you know, action really happening is with the dollar, bro. Like, one of the reasons Japan is so close to us is because I think, and this is one thing I've come to understand. A lot of people look at business relationships. Of course, money's involved, but like Mexico, what's our biggest trade partners? It's USA, Canada, Japan, and Germany. So from my understanding, from what I've learned in my 30 years of age, is a lot of people look at business like, okay, so the Germans is fucking with our country in Mexico. They're bringing us business, they're bringing us labor, or they're buying from us. So over here in America, when you see a German or like, because there's different types of white people, or like when you see an Irish guy, it's like, oh yeah, the Irish sent some people for the war, even though it wasn't too many people. But there's that type of respect there because we have that type of history, or that type of, you get what I'm saying? Because a lot of people look at business like that. Right. You get what I'm saying?
So you look at, so let's talk on a business level, right? We'll talk about Mexico. One of their biggest exports. What is one of their biggest exports that you know about, homie, that people are thriving to get, that they want to get?
As far as I know, it's just produce and labor more than anything. Labor is the biggest labor.
Right.
Labor, labor.
Yeah, we're the laborers, bro. We work fucking man. How many hours do you see Raza working? A gang. We do everything.
Yeah. Overtime.
Yeah.
Triple overtime.
Triple
homie.
overtime.
And are they getting paid correct wages for that?
Nope.
No, they're not.
No, we're not.
They're not. You know one of the biggest exports that are in Mexico right now are the avocado.
Yeah.
And you know who gets that avocado?
Mm-hmm.
Us.
Canada.
Everywhere.
Canada is one of the biggest buyers of that avocado.
Really?
Yeah, and it's a pure organic avocado. We don't get that. We get the hybrid version of it.
Yeah.
Why?
And those California avocados are expensive.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You got to pay. They want you to pay more to live.
Yeah.
To buy that better water. Buy that real organic food. Yep. Look at when you go into a supermarket, you look at the organic table. How big is it?
It's not that big.
It's the smallest table in the market.
It is very small.
Everything else is under Agenda 21. Is meant to destroy you for population control, they say.
Jeez.
Right?
Yep.
Definitely.
That's bullshit. Definitely. Hey, but thank you for calling, homie. I appreciate you, dog.
Hey, real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick, I got one more thing for the people. Since we're going on crappy phones and stuff. I worked for Metro PCS for 2 months. I'm no longer with them. But I know we got 600 people, so I'm about to save $20,000 a year for you guys. Don't even trip. Now, so check out what you guys want to do tomorrow. If you want to go to Metro PCS and tell the people you want to cancel, right? What they're going to do is they're going to call a phone number called DSG, right? And then what they're going to talk to them, they say, okay, let me talk to the customer. When you're talking to DSG, you be like, yo, you know what? I found a better price. You don't really got to tell them what the deal is. But they're gonna want to keep you. So if you're paying, like I was paying $50 a month for unlimited talking text, Mexico calling, and everything. Right now I'm paying $15 a month for everything. So this is just to save some money to whoever's listening out there. Go to your nearest Metro store, act like you, and if they don't want to give you a deal, just hang up and be like, you know what, I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? But more than likely, 110%. I worked there for 2 months. It happened every time. They're gonna offer you a better deal, probably $20-$30 a month.
Is that 5G?
Thank you, homie. Thank you for that input.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the plug right there.
All right.
That's what's up.
So, yeah, bro, that avocado, we don't even get the original avocado.
I mean, that's all the trade. That's all that NAFTA stuff.
Yeah. All right, here's the other caller right now. Hi, how you doing? What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Marvelous? What's up, Norbeez? How you guys been? This is Eddie from Pasadena.
It's the homie Eddie.
Yep.
What's up, Eddie? How you doing, homie?
I've been good. How are you guys doing?
All right. Norbeez been talking about you, man. He said he was going to take you to lunch and all this and that. I'm like, well, call him then.
Yeah, you and the homie, what's his name? Big Shirt?
Big Shirt. That's all Norbeez was looking at is Big Shirt.
I know which one you're talking about.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Wait, you were saying something about taking us to...
We're going to end that right now. Norbeez is curious.
No. Marvin, there's like over 600 people.
So what's going on, Eddie?
Oh, all right. I just had a couple questions that came to my mind. I'm going to start off with this one. So, Marvelous, what is your thoughts on Moctezuma, the last emperor of the Aztecs, where Hernan Cortez used him as a puppet to, manipulate our people, and then he got killed by our people after they threw stones at him and shit. What's your take on it?
I really can't give a take on it. I could only say what I think they should have did. Was not even accept them in. But it's like today we're and not to say everybody's inviting, but we're really a compassionate people. You know,
Yeah.
our raza, we're compassionate, bro. We're like that. You know, look at all our elders, like the señoras and stuff. Or look at when you go into a righteous home with the familia and they welcome you in. They're like, hey, mijo, would you like something to drink? You know, have you ate yet? Or if you need a ride somewhere, hey, don't worry, I'll take you right now. I'm going that way. You know, we're like that. It's in our spirit. You know.
Yeah.
So,
It's natural.
Yeah, it's natural. So I mean, I think things haven't changed. You know, I believe it was the same back then. I just think, you know, man, there's so much to say about that, bro. Like,
Do you mind if I interject?
Yeah, I do
I wanna
mind.
ask you.
all questions
go
must be
for it.
submitted in writing, homie. Nah, go for it. Nah.
No, I was gonna ask you if you're familiar with that part that Montezuma actually started believing in a different god aside from Quetzalcoatl.
Okay,
Yeah,
well-
he started praising a different god,
Okay,
war god.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with Mexica's war god.
right.
I keep forgetting the name, but from what I heard is that Montezuma started worshiping that god
right.
instead of Quetzalcoatl,
Right.
and I think that might have been something that made him, sell out his own people.
Well, I don't believe that he sold anybody out, or especially the raza. I think that was a manipulation of the Spaniards. You know, like when
Yeah.
they had old boy on house arrest, or supposedly on house arrest, and he couldn't speak to any of the soldiers or anything, and they were delivering messages back and forth. That's what they were doing back then too. You know, they would go to other tribes, other tribes that were in or around the area of the Mexica, and tell them, hey, they're gonna invade you, or this and that, and manipulating stories, divide and conquer. That's always been their main goal. Their main thing that they do is divide and conquer. And it's the same thing, the same manipulation that's being done today. Divide and conquer. You know, you look at, and not to talk about politics shit, I don't give a fuck about none of that, talking about that. But you look at the whole scenario on the norteño and the sureño, on where that came to be, right? Norteño didn't stand for nothing back then. It didn't stand for people just living up north. It didn't stand for that. You know, the people that divided the raza in the system were the CDC, the correctional facilities, by asking our raza, oh, if you live up past Bakersfield, then you're considered that. When there's still raza. What do you mean?
Yeah,
They're dividing us.
Yeah.
We didn't do that.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You know, because at the end of the day, we come from the same seed.
and they want us
You
divided.
know, they want us divided. That's the only way they'll win. Because if we're together, we cannot be destroyed, homie. We cannot.
Instead of them having us as a whole unit, as a whole unity, they want us to kill each other as
Right.
their plan.
Right.
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 Uh-huh.
Yeah.
One more thing to say about what I feel like Moctezuma shouldn't have done was showed the Spaniards gold, and that's what got them hungry after more.
But
If you know what I mean.
But this is the thing too, bro. Our people and our cultura, we didn't see gold like they do.
Nah.
We didn't see land like they do.
Nah.
They look at things in a value system, and we don't look at it like that. We look at it as an energy. You know, we need this substance of gold or silver or bronze to create this sort of energy,
Yeah.
or it's something of beauty that the Most High created, right? They look at it as a value spectrum, and the same thing with money.
Yeah.
You know, who gives the money its value? Our mindset does.
Yeah,
Nobody's to tell you that $20 bill is bigger than that dollar bill, but your mind will differentiate the both of them and tell you that 20 is more than that dollar when they're both made of the same linen and other material that it's made of. You know?
yep, 100. I'm definitely a high value man.
Oh my god. Hey Eddie, hey, I appreciate you calling though, homie, for
Appreciate
real.
you, Eddie.
Thank you, homeboy.
Ask you one more question.
Go for it.
Are you aware? Well, were you aware, or did you have you studied in Mexican history that Mexico at one point was invited to World War I by Germany at that time, and in exchange they would get their land back? I wanted to ask if you knew anything about it, or
Not the. Are you talking about the Germans invited the Mexicanos, or you're talking
Yeah,
about
the Nazis.
the United
Oh,
States
was it
inviting
Nazis?
to
I
join in the fight? Because I know the Americans
Yeah.
did that.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
They've been doing that even with the Korean War and all that. You know, they put a lot of Asians in internment camps on the beach. One of my grandfather's friends, Sako, he had a whole thing right here on he used to fix cars. He was a mechanic. He had a whole shop. He ran with his sons and he was put in one of those camps back then. And my grandpa always talk about, my friend that got taken away with his family. And they put them all because supposedly they weren't to be trusted or none of that shit,
That's crazy. I just saw a special on that today.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's one Mexican-American guy. His friends got sent there, and this dude ended up going with them.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
So, Eddie, right now, if there was a draft, bro, which I believe there is going to be a draft soon, and they wanted to draft you, are you going to go fight?
I honestly don't know what to tell you on that. I don't know how to answer you that type of question. I don't know what answer to give you if I'm being honest with you.
Right. All right.
Okay.
Hey, well, thank you for calling in. Anyways, homie, I appreciate you. You already know.
Definitely.
All right,
Eddie. Have a
Take
good
care,
night,
you
homie.
guys.
You too,
You
dog.
too, Eddie. Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, dog.
Yeah, dude. That shit was wild what the Japanese Americans went through, where they got their shit taken away.
Yeah.
And then they got sent all to those internment camps.
We got an unknown caller. I'm not accepting any unknown or block calls.
go.
If you call from a righteous number, please, if you can.
That's right.
So here we go. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Hey, what's good, man?
What's going on, bro?
What up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there's an echo because
I'm calling from Chihuahua.
your TV's loud, bro.
I'm calling from. Turned it down, perro. I put it on mute.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you, homie. Appreciate it.
All right. No, of course, bro. Thank you for being respectful.
Yeah.
I'm calling from Chihuahua, Mexico, güey.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Shout out Chihuahua.
And Simón, carnal. So I got a few questions, güey. Look, mira, güey.
Yeah.
I lived in the States for 20 years in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
And I'm not going to get into it that much, but look, here's the thing. Aquí en Mexico, güey, we're hearing a lot about the Americans wanting to invade Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of senators, bro, talking a lot of fucking yip-yap, talking about the cartel sending a bunch of fucking drugs to the United States, bro. It's not on us, bro. They gotta fucking worry about their own fucking zombies on Philadelphia streets and shit. They gotta fucking worry about their own fucking shit, bro. Quit worrying about Mexico, perro.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that they want to steal our fucking natural resources, bro.
Yes, sir.
They want to give an excuse like what they did to Iraq.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like what they did to Iraq, bro, to send troops all the way over there to make an excuse to like steal the resources, bro. That's what they want to do in Mexico. Look, they want to find out an excuse to bring troops into Mexico to invade us, bro. And I'm not gonna let that shit happen, way.
Yeah.
I got shooters in KC, bro, Kansas City, Missouri, way. I got shooters here in Mexico, way. Fuck that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I want to get your feedback. So what you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You claim to be a Hispanic, way. You know what I'm saying? So and I know Hispanic is a Spanish terminology word. This is what we call ourselves in the American word, Hispanic, Mexican. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know I'm an Aztec, bro. I got a lot of Aztec tattoos, which is irrelevant to you guys, but what I'm trying to say, bro, is that it is very important to analyze this situation with.
Yeah.
Because we're getting closer to the point where there could be a World War III coming up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a lot of fucking shit that's going on in the world right now, bro, and a lot of people don't even realize it, bro. Everybody else is living their life, wiping their ass and doing their own shit. But over here in Mexico, way, I mean, we're working your asses off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We're hearing this shit from here, from there, from out there, bro. And I don't want to kill everybody's else's time, bro, because I've been trying to talk to you guys for like 30 minutes. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you.
And I'm pretty sure that everybody wants to talk to you too, but I just want to get your feedback as an American way, because I know you're American way. and you got your bloodline from Mexico. You know,
Yeah.
I dig it. I feel it.
Yeah.
But hey, what y'all gonna do over there? Y'all gonna help us Mexicans or what?
So to answer your question respectfully, homie, there's no difference between me and you. I don't believe in no border, dog. So whether any Mexicano over there believes that they're different from us and or want to separate, you know what? That TV is really loud, homie. I'm echoing a big time.
I got it on mute, my man.
Oh, okay, I wonder why it's echoing. Is it my our shit? No. So anyway, let me get back to it. So for any raza over there in Mexico that want to consider us any different or that we're whitewashed or anything like that, none of that is relevant. We're the same. We're the same raza, and the fight that or the struggle that you have, we're in there with you.
Yes, sir.
If you're fighting, we're fighting with you, homie. And even more so
Hell
because
yeah.
you're past the border. We're actually right here in the mix of it. We're gonna get hit with the military first. When the National Guard starts to take over all the policing, or the policing is against us, talking about all this and that, or I'm spreading propaganda, or all this and that, or I'm stating treasonous things. No, that's not any form of treason. This is our fucking land. This is Mexica land, point blank, period. Always has been, always will be, and I'm ready to fight for that shit. Been ready.
Sir.
I dig it. I dig it.
So my respects to
All
you,
right, my man.
carnal.
Hey, look,
You have a good one, homie. I appreciate you calling and thank you for your input, dog. Thank you.
Thank you.
all right, my man. All right, guys.
Thank you,
Take care.
homie.
Peace out.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. You know, it's funny that because
You know what? I'm sorry, Norbeez.
Yeah, go for it.
But I do not like when raza they look at us different, homie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We're not different.
We're not.
We're not.
We're not. This system of government created these divisions, these lines.
Yeah.
Not us.
Yeah, exactly. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Jesus.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
How you doing, bro?
God damn, man, you got
Kind of loud over there, homie.
You got somebody crying? Somebody's possessed? What's up?
No, I'm just I'm a proud father of 4, you know.
That's right.
Next is the summer, you know, they're staying up all night, you know, just why not, you know?
That's right.
Pero you know, my name's Jose. I'm from El Paso, Texas.
That's what's up.
And saludos, you know. It feels good talking to you guys, you know. Everybody's been waiting for that podcast to finally come up, and I'm right there with the movement, you know what I mean?
I appreciate that, homie. All my respect, dog.
Oh,
And
yeah.
everybody tuning in, for real. Thank you. And my apologies once again for the lag, you know? But go for it, homie.
So everybody's talking about Mexico, which is exactly what I wanted to talk about también. So kind of a two-part thing, nothing too long. So I'm a maintenance technician for single-family homes. I used to be a maintenance technician for apartment complexes. And my first apartment complex that I worked at, I worked with just one other maintenance guy. He's from El Distrito Federal, allá de Mexico, you know, the main city, the capital, however we want to call it. And apparently he used to be a history teacher over there in Mexico. Yeah. And what he told me was really interesting. And I'd like to get you guys' feedback on it. And just the way he said it kind of caught my attention in a way where he wasn't like trying to play around or anything. But he basically told me, like, you know, pinches Chicanos están peleando sobre una tierra, you know, we're fighting over a land that supposedly Mexico lost. And he basically told me that Mexico never lost the land. Mm-hmm. It was all part of just how much is the United States going to give them.
Yeah.
And the whole fighting and the war that went on, it was basically just a bunch of rebels, you know, not trying to give into becoming part of the United States, that wanted to remain as part of Mexico. But basically the big people were the ones that were just in the back talking in a room saying, how much are you going to sell the land for? Or how much are you willing to sell it to us for? And I think it was like from Califa to Texas. I'm just making up a number more or less. But I think you told me from Califa to Texas, it sold to like almost like, I want to say 10 million or 60 million, somewhere around that range, So what do you guys think about a historian teacher from Mexico talking masa, or not necessarily talking masa, but trying to make a point saying, you guys are fighting for no reason. Mexico never lost. They were just trying to sell the land for as much as they possibly could. Because if you think about it, from Cali to Texas, you hit Phoenix or Arizona, you got no agriculture. It's too damn hot over there. New Mexico, okay, you're getting a little bit of greenery. Acá in Texas, man, I've driven across Texas from east to west. Ain't no trees anywhere, So what do you guys think about the my former maintenance manager giving me that little history lesson?
You want to go first? No, you go first. I'll go.
Okay. For me, I mean, in Mexico, there's two perspectives. There's the indigenous people, the pueblos, and then you have the Spanish descent Mexicans. You have those Mexicans that they see history differently. I mean, they still use the Spanish guards. They still use their family logos or whatever the hell they're called. They usually put history in a certain way where the government is the winner, and they sold it for a price. But in reality, from what I know, the reason why the United States ended up taking that land is because of Texas. The story goes that when the U.S. After the Civil War, slavery became illegal, and so when that happened, Mexico was also on a new thing where they were trying to get English Americans to grow economics in Mexico. So at that time, Texas still belonged to Mexico. So what happened? They in Mexico invited these people to come and start businesses. They actually gave them loans, grants. The problem was that a lot of these people brought over slaves, and the conflict became. There was a conflict where in Mexico it was illegal to own slaves. You can't have slaves in Mexico. It was a federal crime. So the problem was that the Mexican government told these people, hey, you can't have slaves here. If you do, you got to free them or you got to leave. They didn't like that. So they started fighting with the Mexican government. And the thing was that Mexico would send the military over there to handle. So when that happened and a few white Americans were killed, they ran back to the president telling them that that Mexico was targeting and killing Americans over there.
Yeah.
So they gave the United States the excuse to go in there and start fighting on behalf of these Americans that were trying to grow a business there. And that's how that's why nobody should ever like the Battle of the Alamo, because the Battle of the Alamo was basically white America fighting for slavery against Mexicans. Mm-hmm. Like that whole battle was just for them to keep slaves. Like anyone you see that has to do with the Texas side, those were all racist slave owners fighting Mexicans. But like I said, in history, unfortunately, the winners write the history books.
Yeah.
But
that's why it's called his story.
Yeah.
His story.
But we tend to spread our stories through our families, through our bloodlines. We know the real story.
Yeah.
Even though they write a different story.
Yeah.
And that's the one, like Mario said, we're humble people, and we know how to say what really happened without saying what really happened.
Yeah.
But our people will know what happened.
Yeah.
That's my take.
Yeah, my answer on my behalf, homie, is similar to Norbeez, but you got to think of it like this: when back in the day, when they went to a tribe and they would ask them to sell land, we didn't look at it like that. Our people, whether it's a North American Indian or the one that they call the North American Indian or indigenous, tribes in Mexico. It's all the same. We didn't look at you cannot purchase land. That's unfathomable. You can't that doesn't exist. So that was a manipulation in itself. And then the other thing is, you look at these so-called leaders, they're asking them to sell the land, but who are they? Like say, for instance, if I could give you an even better example, if someone were to ask me my opinion on something, like people callers are calling in, I'm just one hand out this colony. I'm not a voice for the people at all. I don't speak for our raza at all. You know, I want to help my raza, and I gotta help them through the way I'm living or the way I'm conducting myself. You know, and that's the only way that our raza is gonna benefit from me, from my action. If I'm a poisonous seed and I'm only gonna sell this land for the benefit for me to get rich, our raza is gonna die and suffer, and that's what's happened. You have a couple of people that are in this political realm, whether they call themselves senators or governors, or they're part of a democracy, and they're the voice of the people. But if you were to ask the people back then, if you were to take 100 Mexicanos and ask them, hey, do you want to sell this land? I guarantee you 90% of them are going to say, hell no. Hell no. This is where I was born and raised. This is where I plant my crops. This is where my children have their memories, you know, and I'm willing to fight and die for this land. But you got a small amount of people that are manipulated by money or whatever it is, or intimidated by other people, and they're selling the land and speaking for the whole people. They're speaking for everybody, and that's not right.
No, definitely. And that kind of basically ties into rounding it up. I'm not gonna say the particular family member, but I had a family member, straight from Mexico, but I remember one time on a drunk night, he told me to sit down and conversate with him, and he basically told me, he was like, man, Simón, yo soy de Mexico, pero I came over here because over there we were making it, so what do you guys think about the Mexicanos that come over here? Yes, this is the motherland, but unfortunately the politics run everything, and he basically said, he was like, man, I'd never go back to Mexico. We didn't even have enough money for the little glass container of milk. We go starving sometimes. So, what do you think about the Mexicanos or the raza that come over here due to the economics and what the United States has to offer, as opposed to Mexico, only paying $150 a week, and still that not even being enough. And those are for the big companies like Coca-Cola over there in Monterrey.
Yeah,
it's one of the best paying jobs.
Yeah.
And homeboy told me tops he can make is $200 a week. So
yeah.
What do you think about the raza that come over there from over here, just for a better opportunity when it comes to economics and ways of living?
You want to answer that? Want to go first?
Well, I mean, I like to think that our raza has do things with purpose. We don't just come here because we want to come here. We came here with the intent to.
There's a dream that's being sold of freedom.
I don't think it's a dream, because honestly, if you ask any Mexican that comes over here, they don't want to stay here. They just want to make money to feed their families back home. They want to be the breadwinners and give their family. And this actually has a negative impact on pueblos, because families send American dollars over there, and they get actually, because of the rate, they actually get a lot of money, and it's actually negatively impacting pueblos, because you're giving these people a lot of money that they don't know how to use, and they're not working. And that's actually one thing that's concerning right now, that a lot of the people over there, they don't even want to come here anymore, because they're okay. They have money.
Yeah.
Because of the people that came here, the family members that came here and sent money over there.
You know what? I see a lot of stuff that's happening, and this has been recently this year. I see a lot of other ethnicities moving to Mexico and working off the internet, making the American standard dollar.
Yeah.
Or the equivalent of that. And
true.
living in a nice ass area in Mexico and doing whatever they want to do.
Pretty much.
I think if more raza did that and worked off the internet and did all that shit, we would be able to hold our own over there,
Well, that's why I was commenting earlier that what if we start seeing how to invest ourselves in those lands where we could do that, and then we could. I don't want to say take advantage, because we're of this land, so we should be able to take advantage of whatever resources we can from this land.
Right.
And as far as like I said, these people, a lot of like the Raza that I know, they don't come here with the dream of wanting to stay here. They come here with the idea of staying here temporarily until they could build their houses over there and provide food for their families.
You know what? You know what I explained to my kids, bro. And have you ever been part of a condina?
No.
No?
I'm not too familiar with that name.
Or the what do you call it? No, it's not called condina, is it? Yeah, when everybody fishes in feria.
Oh, you know
right?
what? You know what?
You know what? Go over there, homie.
No. You know what they? What
you're
we call
dismissed,
it?
dog.
No. You know what they
Minus
call
you,
it? Wait. They call it in my family. They call it tanda.
A tanda?
A tanda.
Or a tanga?
No, tanda. I don't even know how that name came about, but that's what they call it. Tanda,
all right.
Where everybody puts in the money,
right,
and then
right.
one out of all of them gets it at that time,
right.
and then you redo it again and then again.
Right.
Again.
So to get to my point that I was trying to say, right? There's specific other ethnicities. I'm not even going to say what ethnicity they are.
Yeah.
But that whole familia, they all live in one pad.
Yeah.
And they all pitch in. If they want a Mercedes, they all pitch in to buy that one person that one thing. Yeah. Or they all pitch in to save up money to get themselves a pad.
Yeah.
And they keep accumulating until they have a lot of shit. They own land. They own businesses. Yeah. Us, we don't do that.
I want to say because we're brainwashed into thinking this American dream, where we're supposed to have our own house or our own apartments.
And why is it called the American dream?
Actually, no, you could,
because you got to be asleep to make it happen.
There you go. That's a good one.
So we need to wake.
Hey, Zaki, you know what? If y'all want to continue with the conversation, I'm gonna let somebody else call.
Hey,
you guys
thank
have
you,
a
homie.
good night, all right?
Appreciate you.
Man.
Gracias.
Hells yeah.
But I think our raza, we need to work together, homie.
I think you're right.
Whether we're blood related or not, homie. If we need something, and it all comes with trust and loyalty too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't trust that person or you know that person's foul, don't fuck with them, homie.
No.
You know? But I think we need to get together and help each other open businesses.
I think
help
we
each
should.
other.
You're
Yeah.
right. That's the only way we're gonna be able to create power.
Yeah. We're gonna take this other. Oh, they just hung up right now.
And
but we're gonna take 2 more callers. Okay, so just letting you know right now.
Hey.
All right, here we go. Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, sorry to call again, Marvelous. And,
hell no.
I wanted to. Is it okay that I asked? Is it okay that I talk to Norbeez about something?
Of course not. Nah, go ahead, homie. Go ahead. The floor is yours, dog.
Go ahead,
all
man.
right. Okay. So Norbeez. So I have a friend. Who he is from Mexico. He's around my age. Like he's still young, just like me. And like he just came here to the U.S. and stuff. And he'd be asking me like questions about like what's it like growing up here and stuff. And he trips out that making more money over here is a whole lot different than what he was making money over there in Mexico and Oaxaca, where he's from. I wanted to ask you like how do you feel about or what's it called? How do you feel that how do I put this? So he was asking me questions about like how much is a dollar in a peso, in like how much in pesos, and I didn't know how to answer that. But I wanted to ask you, like, is there a major difference in like making money over here than making money out there?
Yes.
In your perspective. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can answer that.
To answer your question, yeah, there is a big difference, like very big. Like right here, dollar is worth like 16 of their dollars over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like $1, one of our dollars is worth 16 of their dollars.
What do you mean? The other way around, right?
No. Well, if we take our dollar, our $1 from here to Mexico.
If we take $16 from here to Mexico, it's $1.
No. The opposite.
What do you mean? That would mean they have more money. Their currency is way more.
Our $1 is worth 16 of their dollars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's worth 16 of their dollars. So basically, over there, they really don't make a whole lot. I think they make like, I want to say
nothing, homie.
They make about 300 pesos a week. A week.
Yeah.
300. I mean, you divide that by 16. Give me a second. Let me.
Oh dang!
So they make about
So, like, it's
almost
a-
$20 a week. But you gotta realize that
really?
right there things cost a lot less also. They cost a lot less.
Oh really?
And but the problem is that a lot of them, they want what the people that come here from there, they want the same thing because they see that the people that are from their pueblos that came here, they have the newest phones, they have nice clothes, they have homes, they have cars, and they want the same thing. And this is what's hard for me because when you go see their pueblos, they literally have fruits and vegetables growing in the wild, like it's paradise.
Yeah.
And it's all organic and it's year round. That and the thing about us is that we don't have perspective. Our perspective is fucked up. We put value in material stuff. We put value in fake food. I mean, but you go. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Eddie.
Oh, and then one thing that you said earlier with the previous caller is like you said that when Mexicanos would come out here to make more money and send money over to Mexico, the Mexicanos out in Mexico never had that much money, and they don't know how to manage it correctly, and gets out of control in like spending habits, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you're right. You're right.
My friend from Mexico, he told me like he's never ever since he came out here, he's never made that much money out here than when he was working over there in Mexico, and to him it felt kind of strange. It felt kind of strange in a way, and he would ask me questions a lot of questions about what's it like out here, and I would try to answer it the best that I can to him. And I would ask him questions about what's it like growing up over there, because I've never been to Mexico in my entire life.
Yeah.
And he would answer some of it to me. Yeah.
All right. Hey, thank you, Eddie, for calling back,
Eddie.
homie. Appreciate you, dog.
All right. You guys have a good one. Sorry to call in again. Just thought I'd share this with you.
All right, homie. You have a good night, dog. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Appreciate you, man. So that means we still have two more callers?
One more caller, homie.
One more caller.
All right, here we go right now. Hi, how you doing? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Norbeez.
Hey,
what's up, Norbeez?
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Marvelous? This is Jody. I'm calling from Pomona, California.
That's right. How you doing, homie?
Hey, what's up? Hey, I just want to say, hey, I'm on the front lines. Hey, a lot of people don't know, but whoever knows. Pomona is LA County in the HEV.
That's right.
IE foods don't got nothing on this, you know what I mean? But,
just to clarify, Pomona is not part of the IE.
Yeah. Just to clarify, Pomona is not part of the IE.
It is not affiliated.
Man. All right. Hey, I just want to really quick just say, I've been listening to that show. You know, in Mexico, some people, they consider us Chicanos. I'm Chicano, dog.
Yeah.
Both my mom's from Tijuana. My pops is from Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua. And you know, there is people, Mexican people from Mexico, that hate on Chicanos. They kind of just hate, dog. Like, I don't know why. I think it. I don't know why, dog. Whatever.
Yeah.
But that's just one thing. One point. Also, I would say that I was talking. Hey, Marvelous. What do you think, brother, about? I feel like there's a war against men. And what I mean by that is, men get killed in prison, men get killed on the street, and men get killed at war. And when the shit hits the fan, it's always men that have to go and deal with it and shed their blood.
Yeah.
And go to the slaughterhouse. You get what I mean?
You're right.
And now I feel like they're trying to make men bitches, dog. Like, with the whole gay movement, the whole make a vato a dude to be a girl, and there's a lot. There's so much. Also, in California, in our home state, they just passed this bill, bro, where if your son goes to school and gets indoctrinated in elementary school, dog.
Yeah.
And he comes home and he says, hey, dad, hey, mom, like, I'm not a boy. I feel like I want to be a girl now.
Yep.
And if you don't consent to him, and if you don't like uplift him and be like, yeah, son, you're a girl now.
Yeah.
They could consider that child abuse, homie.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they could fucking CPS will come and take your kids away, homie.
Right.
I just want to like ask you guys, what do you guys think about this whole agenda, brother? About they're trying to break men down, homie.
Right.
They're trying to break men down, fool. And how do we fight back, homie? Like, I know awareness, and bettering yourself, and a lot of people don't want to hear it, but just I want to touch on that, you know.
Yeah, you're right, homie. Think of it like this, right? You got two nations in battle, or whatever. And they're going to battle for decades. They're in this battle, right? It's a mental battle. It's a physical battle. It's a battle on your spirit. It's a battle on your psyche. It's a battle on your livelihood, on how long you're gonna live, and how would you destroy a nation of people quick without having to fight them physically? You feminize every male.
Right.
You feminize every male, so there's nobody left to fight a righteous fight. You're gonna have one side throwing fists, and you're gonna have the other vatos trying to slap you. You know who's gonna win? Who's gonna win that battle? You know, and that's their plan. That has been part of their plan. You know, and it's part of it goes along with divide and conquer. You know, we have all this infighting with each other. You know, and we're calling these other people our enemigas, but we're treating our own people like enemigas. You know, we're right here. You know, the worst. You know, they like to say that in the so-called black communities, where who's the most detrimental person to another black man would be another black man. And the same thing with raza. Right. Who is our biggest enemy but ourselves? We're continuing to fight ourselves. We're continuing to destroy ourselves, and we need to come out of that whole mindset that we're different than each other, because we're not. We're the same people. We need to join together in this fight. We need to destroy their agenda, and we need to come together as raza and you know, make shit happen. You know what I mean? But I think that's what we need to do, bro. We need to come together. And you know, this indoctrinational system, the school system that our kids are being put into, we don't have no rights, bro. When your baby's born, and this is why I tell people to study, the minute you sign that birth certificate that many of our people think is to become a United States citizen, it's not. You relinquish your rights to your child, and immediately the federal government has control and oversees that. They could seize power or control of your children if you don't put them in the indoctrinational system, if you don't get their immunization shots, if you don't do anything the government tells you on this stolen land that you're supposed to do. Your child will be taken, and you will be you're subject to search and seizure if they want to. But people don't know that. Yeah. They don't know that. We need to come out of our captivity, because that's what it is. People think that we live in a free country, and we don't, homie. We're under captivity right now. You were given up
in our mind.
Yeah, you were given up when your parents signed that birth certificate. You were given up, bro. We need to come out of this this captivity, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
That's right.
Yeah. That's heavy. That's deep. I believe it. I know it.
Yeah.
Well. Okay. One more thing, Marvelous. What do you think about homie? Like, how can I talk to the homies who like the guys who they don't really care about this kind of stuff, and all they care about is fucking bitches and gang banging and shit like that. Like my homeboys, you know, like how can I reach them, man? Because I try to tell these fools, but some of them they do listen. Yeah. I know they have a heart, homie. They have a soul, you know.
Yeah.
And some of them, but a lot, especially the youngsters, dog. Like I'm 32 years old, dog.
Yeah.
And like fuck, homie, like I feel like, homie, like there's a day coming, you know. Like I'll be having a lot of crazy ass dreams and all this kind of stuff.
That's prophecy.
But
Yeah, bro. Like, so like, what? Can you give me like any?
I know what I know where you're gonna.
Like,
I know
breakdown on
how
that?
you're asking. Let me answer, and you tell me if I'm correct on what you're trying to articulate to me. Right. The best way to
Okay.
get through to somebody is, of course, through listening. Right. A lot of us take a form of communication as just talking. We're talking, and listen to me. I know I know everything. I'm gonna tell you how it is, how it was, and I'm gonna show you how it's gonna be. Right? I know all the answers, and just listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. But the biggest part of communication is listening to that other person.
Yeah.
Listen, shut up and listen. So this is what we have to do, bro. Don't talk as if we know everything. And even though you might know more than the other homies or the younger homies or whatever, that's feed, man. That's cool. But invite them into the conversation and ask them their opinion. Hey, homie, what do you think? You might know the answer, but tell them, hey, what do you think about this, homie? Do you see things changing? And let them give their input.
That's good.
You know, let them give their input. Well, what would you do, homie? What would you think? And then after that, give your opinion. Don't start off by saying, hey, you know what? The earth is flat, and believe me, and that's how it is. You know, show them, hey, homie, what do you think about this? Well, why do you think they show you this? And, you know, well, that they're showing us this picture, you know, that picture they're saying is CGI right there, homie. Like, what do you think about that? You tell me what you think about that. Yep. And if they're not able to give you an answer, then that's where you come with the correct answer and give it to them, dog, and tell them, you know what? Here's these two choices that you got. You pick one and tell me if you're going to live longer this way or you're going to live longer this way. Tell me what you think. And then if they don't agree with you, homie, and they're still going towards that dead end, then they're not meant to go on that next level, bro. We want to bring everybody. We want to bring everybody to the next level, and we're always trying, whether it's a relationship, whether it's in our barrios, we always want to bring everybody, homie, because we're that people. We want everybody to join in this comida. You know, everybody come and eat, but not everybody can eat, homie. Not everybody's meant to go with you to that next level. Maybe that prophecy was only meant for you to join in. You know, and that's where we gotta just cut ties, homie, and just and hey, send them away with prayers, dog. Like, hey, I wish you the best, carnal, but I can't do it, homie. I'm moving forward on what the Most High wants me to do, or with this energy, what I'm gravitating towards, homie. And I'm gonna build right here. If you need my help later on in life, hey, I'm right here with you, homie.
Yes. You know what? Do you mind?
Hey, fucking marvelous, dog. That's right, homeboy. You know, I got down with a couple of homies from having deep combos, you know, and a pisteada, you know. But that's what's up, my boy. I love the podcast, homie. I'm a big supporter, big fan, homeboy. Hey, Norbeez, what's that Taco Bell life like?
I mean, hey, it's not gonna do you wrong, man, unless you eat in the valley. But for the most part, it's a very healthy meal. You know, stop eating taco. Stop eating the McDonald's, Burger King, and all that other stuff.
Hey, fool, hey, dog, have you tried the double Del from Del Taco? That's good.
No, man, I've never tried nothing from Del Taco. I'm anti Del Taco.
Yeah. Hey, homeboy, but I appreciate you calling, dog, for real. Thank you, homie. Gracias, and my respect to you and the familia.
Hey, God bless you guys, man. Hey, much love and respect, homeboy.
Hey, you too.
You too, man.
All right, homie.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Right on.
All right, that's it with the calls. My bad. I'm sorry, but it's late. I gotta eat something. Norbeez wants to get that Diablo sauce.
That's right.
And JEDI, I don't know what you're gonna do, homie.
You know, I wanted to interject my part when he talks about California.
Yeah.
If there is something that I would want to brainwash our people on, is to stop voting Democrat. Stop voting for these Democrats, because the Democrats are the ones that are pushing those laws that he was talking about.
Are they?
Yes.
Are they? We just had a whole conversation how all the system is a system. It doesn't matter Democrat or Republican.
The Democrats are the ones that specifically, one assemblyman by the name of Scott Wiener, he's the one that keeps pushing these policies about kids, about pushing these laws to take away kids. He's the one that's making up these policies, and the governor, which is a Democrat, is the one that's approving them.
Yeah.
And tell your people, tell your family, stop voting Democrat. I'm not saying vote Republican either, but I'm saying if you do vote, give it to an independent party or give it to the Green Party. But we need to stop supporting Democrats. I know a lot of them are acting like they're doing good, but have not been doing anything good to California because they've been in power for the last 30 years and they haven't done shit to help us out. Shit. I mean, they might throw us a bone here and there, but they haven't done shit for us. So if there's anything we should stop doing is supporting Democrats and tell our kids, nephews, and nieces stop supporting the Democrats here in California because they haven't done one fucking thing for us except fuck us over. Aside from that, what was that second question that he asked about?
I don't know. You're talking about bones and wieners, homie.
Scott Wiener, that was that guy's name.
Okay, there you go.
Aside from that, I mean, if you, you know what? Oh yeah, because he asked how to get people to come on board with this. You know, I've been realizing that for us, it's more of a monkey see, monkey do. Like you could pitch the best pitch, but they're not. It's hard for people to listen without actually seeing it in action.
Yeah.
So if you're really about it, go and do it. Go and volunteer at these organizations. There's Poly's Project. There's Commitment Soldier. There's the Hood Santa. There's so many people out there that are doing events to help the communities. Go and show up for these events and volunteer, and show your homies, show your family that you're about helping your community.
Or you get together with your familia or friends or homies and you throw an event.
Yes.
And if you contact, I'm sure you contact one of us or whatever, we'll shout that out.
Yes.
You know, we'll get your thing going. You know what I mean? But it's all about us sticking together and working together as a community. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But with that said, anything you want to say?
I just want to give my shout outs to Marvelous for having me.
Appreciate it.
The Hip Hop Jedi. The whole Roading Radio team, Tony A, B Scanless, Alex. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been on the live chat. I seen what you guys have been saying on the live chat. And I got this skin, so I'm okay with it. Again, much love to the whole live chat, all the callers that called in. Sorry for the technicalities that happened earlier. Thankfully, we got it fixed, and I can't wait for another one.
Yeah.
That's it.
So yeah, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you, dog. You know I do, homie. Jedi, fucking amazing. The homie Alex, Tony A, always love, homie. You already know. Thank you for all your love, support, everything you showed me. And especially to everybody that tuning in or anybody that I see in the street that show me love and support. My respects to the people that disagree with anything that I do have to say. My respects to you, también, the same thing. You know, my thing is I'm not trying to manipulate anybody in any way. I'm not trying to force an agenda or my perspective on anybody's views that you might got. But all I'm saying is to educate yourself thoroughly and properly. Thank you for all the love and support once again that you show me and my familia, my babies when you see me in person. Let's keep on working together. You know, let's just stick together. You know, and learn to love each other properly. Thank you everybody that tuned in, everybody that was live on the comments. If you haven't subscribed, I ask you with respect if you want to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. And that's about it.
Smash that like button.
Next time, smash that like button and share it. Gracias.
Adios.